Welcome to the Old Fashioned Masonic Podcast, where we talk all things Freemasons while drinking an old fashioned. I'm Brian, and man, we have a crazy Masonic news case to share for you out of California. So there was a Masonic police force that was exposed. So I'm going to read some notes from the LA Times article. There's a case against 3 people accused of operating a bogus Masonic Fraternal Police Department. There'll be links in the video description. This was apparently an ancient force that had claimed to work in 33 states and in Mexico. So they were arrested, and then just hours after he appeared in court, David Henry, the 47-year-old Grand Master of this organization, died of a pulmonary embolism. So after his death, a judge granted a motion to dismiss the charges of one of the gentlemen, Brandon Kiel, who was a former aide to Kamala Harris. So here's the story. Henry Kiel, David Henry, and Tonette Hayes were part of this Fraternal Police Department that said that they were an offshoot of the Knights Templar, and they were born into it, into blood 3,000 years ago. So I won't even get into that. That's as crazy as it seems, right? So LA County officials reported that the 3 of them walked into the Santa Clarita Police Department wearing uniforms and said that their group was setting up shop in the area. So after a lot of correspondence that this bogus Masonic police force had sent around to other area agencies, there was an investigation launched. So it's an investigator staged an undercover sting, and they recorded a meeting with the Santa Monica police chief during one of their meetings. So Kiel, the former Kamala Harris aide, did most of the talking and said, hey, we're not handling Masonic charges. We're only handling matters, internal matters of the Masonic groups. Yes, Masons, it sounds crazy as all get out. You can't make this stuff up. Kiel was also worked at the Department of Justice and said that they were supportive of this Masonic Fraternal Police Department. The trio were charged, obviously, with misdemeanor counts of falsely representing themselves as police officer, perjury, and conspiracy to commit perjury. Later, the charges against Kiel, the former Kamala Harris aide, were really pared down. So there's some links in the video description to the article, but stay tuned. Just watch the official news brief on this.
3 suspects in California are accused of running a fake police department and put under arrest. One of the suspects even works for California Attorney General Kamala Harris. I'm 48 Hours Crimesiders Michelle Sagona. The ruse began in January when the San Diego Sheriff's Office says various police chiefs in Southern California began to receive letters from the Masonic Fraternal Police Department. The letter said specifically that David Henry was now the chief and he was requesting a meeting with each agency. According to a press release, Captain Roosevelt Johnson of the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Office actually accepted a meeting with Henry, Tonette Hayes, and Brandon Kiel. They showed up dressed in uniforms and said they were setting up shop in the area. All 3 were arrested and now charged with impersonating a peace officer. The group claims to have jurisdiction in 33 states and in Mexico. They allegedly believe they're descendants of the Knights Templar and that their group was founded 3,000 years ago. But medieval scholars say their claims are incorrect and that the Knights Templar was founded during the 12th century Crusades in Jerusalem. Their mission was to protect pilgrims visiting the Holy City, and they answered to the Pope. Some historians speculate that they were tasked with finding precious religious relics during the wars. The legend of the Knights has been featured in popular Hollywood films like The Da Vinci Code,
The Knights Templar.
But the Templars were created to protect the Holy Land.
That was a cover.
and National Treasure. As for the suspects, police say after serving a search warrant, they uncovered an array of badges, weapons, uniforms, and even police-type cars and equipment at 2 different residences. A next-door neighbor who referred to David Henry and Tonette Hayes as a couple spoke out to KCBS.
I always see them with their uniform, so I thought they were part of any chief department. I didn't know it was something fake. Or
on the website, the group describes how they are different from police departments. The site says, quote, "We are born into this organization. Our bloodlines go deeper than an application. This is more than a job, it's an obligation." Investigators have not determined a purpose or a motive for the organization. Authorities also believe others may be involved, and they're accepting your tips to lead them to other suspects. Keep tracking this bizarre case at our website, and for 48 Hours Crime Cider, I'm Michelle Sigona.